Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesusjunkjournals, and I am working on my Free Fridays project, one of them. So what happened is I was listening to Kenneth Hagin's, or I was reading actually the Bible study books on faith. I think it was in the faith one, might have been in the prayer one. Anyway, he was saying that you should go through the New Testament, and everywhere that it says in Christ, in him, or in whom, that you should make a note of it, because it's talking about you and what you have in Christ. And so I did that. It took me a while. And so I wrote them down, and I started to write the whole verse down, but it's like a lot. And so I decided that I would use this as a source for some of my journaling, and I picked Colossians 2:3, where it says Christ himself, in whom are hidden all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. So that's what I decided to do with this page that I had painted last week. So I started out, with my pencil, and I wrote it in. First it was all up here at the top, and I thought, no, I'm going to go ahead and make it bigger. So I kind of reworked it with pencil a few times. And so now I'm going back with my pen. I've had some people ask me what pen I'm using. This one is a Staedtler Pigment Liner 0.5. So that is one of the pens I use. I also have been using these Illustrated Faith pens. Anyway, 0.25 and a 0.65. The 0.25 is better because it's a finer line and you can get your details better. So you can see my pencil here. So I've kind of written it out. Now I'm going to go back and erase my pencil with my kneaded eraser. And that's, if you haven't used a kneaded eraser, it comes in a block. You can get them at Walmart. You can get them in the art supply stores, and you just knead them. That's why it's called a kneaded. K-N-E-A-D-E-D, like you knead bread. And it gets soft, and you can erase without leaving any crumbs behind. And you just reuse it. You just keep pulling it. You just keep pulling it like this, and it cleans it, so to speak. And then you just keep using it. I mean, they last a really long time. I don't think I've ever had one that I threw away. I usually lose them before I've ever had to throw them out. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going in and just doing that technique that I've used before, where you do it's faux calligraphy. And so on the downward stroke, you make it thick. And then you go back in and you color it in. And it gives you the same effect as the calligraphy pen. I am just too impatient to learn the calligraphy pen. I've tried a few times, and then I just don't have the patience for it. And so I end up doing this, which for me just seems like it's faster. And you can correct your lettering that you've done by where you put your line. So if you feel like it needs to go on this side of the line, you can do it, or if it needs to go on the inside. Like if I think that E is too big, I can put it on that side. This H, put it on the outside. And also your spacing. So I didn't want to crowd the I, so I put it on the inside. So there's no right or wrong as far as that. And you can cover up a lot of mistakes by doing that. So, see, I have a big gap there, so I'm going to fill that E out a little bit fatter. And maybe that's a little fat, so. And then I also kind of finish off the ends of the words a little bit tidier when I do this. and round that off because that was kind of a sloppy curve there. So I'm not going to do all hand lettering on these things. It's going to be multimedia. So I may cut some letters out of old magazines or books to spell out the words I want to use, because I do want it to be different and use different things. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then I'll speed it up. Okay, so I've worked out sort of a little layout here of some flowers and some poppies. I'm going to go ahead and do them in the ink, and then I'll add color later. So as with most of these pages, I come back later and I look at them and I think of things I want to do to make them better. And so I felt like these dots, I like these, but they're too small. So I'm going to go back with a bigger marker and just kind of touch these up, see if it helps. Okay, I am done. Whoops. I am done. By the way, this marker was a Tombow marker, N15. Got the brush marker on one end and the other kind of marker on the other end, in case you're interested. Okay, so that's the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed Free Friday, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.